to divert to Marvel for 1 second, I wanted to say, what a world of difference the Punisher number
Yeah.
17, the Clunan, to the Legacy number 218 Punisher War Machine. This, what a world of difference
And
in
who's
writing.
writing the new? Who
This
who took over? Who's the new creative team on that? If
Rosenberg, Villanova, and Lowridge.
Yes,
Lowridge.
it is a huge difference between the two books. I mean, it's night and day.
Yeah, man, the just story wise, because I think I said last episode that they've kind of Clooney kind of took the Punisher from taking down like Maggia crime bosses and gun runners and terrorists to taking down street level crime type stuff. And this number 17 was kind of I think it calls back to Edmondson's a little bit with this guy Face,
Hmm.
or maybe it's when Clunan started. Maybe no, it might have been her first story. This guy Face is now OD'd on this super soldier drug thing and has become this like skull monster guy, and Frank has to take him down. And I don't know, just the writing is not that great. I don't like it, and I'm really glad that this 218, this legacy thing has come about. I'm really looking forward to the rest of the story. It looks awesome. They started drawing the Punisher to look like Bernthal, which I thought was pretty cool in a way.
I liked at the end of that book, and yes, we're diverting to Marvel for a little bit. At the end of that book, the Rosenberg has a page long letter to the fans of Punisher about how long he's been a Punisher fan, why he loves the Punisher, why he's took on the Punisher. That as a kid he had a Punisher poster in his room that his mother hated, and that he saved up for a full year to buy the first appearance of the Punisher so he could have that. And he goes into saying he's from New York. He understands New York. Frank Castle was that nightmare in New York that mothers would tell their children about to make them go to bed and be good. So I enjoyed it. I really do enjoy it. And he has mentioned in
I
this.
think it was a step in the right direction to what the Punisher is. I think it's definitely more
Yeah.
Punisher than. I wouldn't say I'm not bagging Clinton as a writer. I'm saying that I think this. I don't think the Punisher was necessarily her thing.
Yeah.
And I think that this definitely is more Frank than the Clinton series.
I will say Marvel right now with the Legacy books. Now I read a couple of the one shots. I really enjoyed the Power Pack book. I thought that was a really great way to reintroduce the Power Pack and let us know what's happened to the Power Pack. And the Power Pack has aged in real time, Chief. They're actually no longer just like little kids. They've actually aged, so that was nice.
See, that's kind of cool that they're carrying that over because when Hickman was doing like Future Foundation and stuff, he had kind of advanced them to where like Jack had grown up more and like Alex, they were more grown up.
Yeah. The Shang-Chi one shot by CM Punk, it was kind of weird. It wasn't what I expected for a Shang-Chi book. With Shang-Chi investigating missing animals from a zoo, and the villain wanting to put Shang-Chi's brain in an octopus so he would have a master of kung fu octopus. It was kooky, it was crazy, but there was
That
still
is
some.
weird because his Thor annual wasn't weird like that. He did a
This
fairly
one was
decent
weird.
job.
There was still some good martial arts in it, but it was weird. But I loved also on these books they have said that if you like the one shots and you want more of adventures with these characters, write to Marvel, let them know you want to see these books. So if you want to see
Yeah,
Power Pack, if you want to see Shang-Chi, I haven't read Silver Sable and the Wild Pack yet.
Yeah, I
um,
don't know how long this arc is going to be and if Clinton is going to come back to Punisher or not, but this is part one. This Punisher War Machine is part one, so there are more parts coming to this
Yeah,
to
he
this
said
arc.
it's not going to be long. There's a reason why he has the armor, but it's not going to be like he's not replacing Rhodey as the War Machine. There's a specific reason. My favorite one is at the last panel where uh, Nick Fury says, "Just remember when the mission's done, that comes back to me," and Frank just goes,
Yeah,
"Fuck that."
yeah, he just flies off in it,
But
and that
Marvel,
that picture looks a lot like Burnt Off. Like
it does.
the last two panels look like they specifically drawn it based on Burnt Off.
Yeah. But Marvel is doing some good stuff. I'm really, like I said, I really enjoy the X-Men run.
I really
Um,
like Legacy. I thought Aaron did a
Legacy
fantastic
did a good
job on
job.
Legacy. Was great.
I know with the show coming out, I have been picking up the new Runaways book. I'm not sure what they're gonna do with it because it is kind of weird, and they did hint at something really kind of off color, kind of weird in this next issue.
Hmm.
In the issue number 3, um, basically the storyline is Chase Stein goes back in time to save Gert, who died in one of the original Runaways books, to save her from dying, and he brings her right before she dies. He brings her to the future, and or the present, and they heal her, and she's alive, but she's still like her teenage self, where the rest of the Runaways are now young adults.
Hmm.
And she's kind of, they mentioned there, she's like, my Chase, my boyfriend, was the same age as me yesterday, and now I'm still like 14, 15 years old, and you're like 20 something. It's kind of weird. So, but I'm gonna stick
Yeah.
with it for a little bit. I want to see where this goes. I do dig the artwork on it, but nothing right now is topping the X-Men on that. I think the X-Men are just kicking all sorts of ass on the Mojo World arc was fantastic. I love them because it was Mojo. It was X-Men versus Mojo. You had them all there. You had Kitty Pryde. You had Old Man Logan, Nightcrawler. They even had
Uh,
Longshot. They had
is
Longshot
it
in it.
going to change all that up when the Jean Grey book comes out? When the Jean Grey the Red comes out?
We know Nightcrawler will be going to X-Men Red. That's the only thing I know right now. There'll still be X-Men Blue and X-Men
Are
Gold.
they doing writing change ups? Is anything going to change?
I don't
Is
know.
Bunn still going to write the one
From
time
what I know,
one?
Bunn will still be doing Blue, and Guggenheim will still be doing Gold. And then we don't know what they're going to do now that we know that Logan is back.
Yeah, that's something I got to put on my. I got to. There's some books I got to start getting again
And
because I want
apparently,
to see that Logan with the Infinity Stone where that's going.
a question was answered for me in Cable, because Cable's arc right now is called the Newer Mutants, where he's putting
Yeah.
together a team, and on the cover was X-23, but it's not all new Wolverine X-23. It's like old school X-23. Well, apparently this story takes place like 10 years ago. And with Cable, it makes sense because Cable's a time traveler. He can go from any
Yeah.
time. But he has brought his team. He's got an X-23. He's got Longshot. He's got Shatterstar, an original member of X-Force, Shatterstar. And
Yeah, and you know what? Though that's did Rob Liefeld create that character?
I think he did. I think he did create
That's
that.
I think it's a Liefeld one.
Yeah.
There was a Shatterstar before that Shatterstar, like way back in Marvel, and it's in I can't remember I think it might be in an Avengers book, and it says it's its first appearance of Shatterstar. Well, I had posted that book and first appearance of Shatterstar, not even thinking of the later Liefeld character. And somebody's like, "Whoa, is that like an early version of Shatterstar?" I'm like, no, I don't think it has anything to do with that character, but because I don't know, I have no idea
Yeah, there
if
was
there's any connection to the old Shatterstar or
the
not. But
original Shatterstar was a Kree super soldier, and he first appeared in Inhumans #3 in 1976. Created by Doug Munch and George Perez. So, and then the Shatterstar we all know was first appeared in New Mutants Volume 1, number 99. He was created by Fabian Nicieza
yeah,
and Rob Liefeld. So the one you had was the Kree
right, yeah.
Shatterstar from 1976.
So there is a former Marvel,
Yeah.
like they just don't use him anymore, or he's deceased or something. But
Something like that, yeah.
there was an early Shatterstar that has nothing to do with the Rob Liefeld Shatterstar.
Yeah. He hasn't. It doesn't seem like he's been used much. So I'm liking those books. So we want to thank Dolly once again for coming. We got a little bit of comic book talk in. Now, next week, everybody come back, because next week is our first show of December.
Christmas time.
Christmas time is coming. I'm queuing up the Christmas music for next week.
When are we doing the catalogs? Are we doing that next week, or are we going to wait till closer to the holiday?
Well, we know in 2 weeks we've got Olive Glass coming on. So why not next week?
Wish books. Everybody, wish books next week.
Let's do it next week. We're doing holiday wish books, everybody. We are going to give you the link on Twitter. You can follow along with us. We are going to talk some holiday wish books. Oh, it is so much fun, and the Christmas music is starting. I can hear it. So while you're doing that, make sure you go check out our YouTube channel for all the commentary tracks that we got. We'll be posting probably not on Tuesday. If you're listening to this Wednesday, I'm probably going to take a few days to get Robo Wars ready for you. We're going to put out Robo Wars this week. So make sure you check that one out. You've heard on the show, we're going to have Dolly Leigh come and do something for us. Remember, she is at Miss Dolly Leigh on the Twitter. Go give her a like and go vote for her posterior on the AVN.
And she's on Instagram, too, I think she said.
Yep, and she's on Instagram. Follow Chief of Space Chief 75. Follow me at Nerd Rage Renegades on the Twitter. Facebook.com/NRR Truth Radio. Crystal will tell you all the RSS feeds you can find us on.
The Nerd Rage Renegades are on the air every Wednesday on Podbean, Stitcher, Player FM, iTunes, Google Play, and every Thursday on GamingRebellion.com, Filling the Void Podcast Network, and now iHeartRadio.
So with that, Chief, I want to say the Doomsday Clock has clicked 1 second closer.
It has. And
Good night,
Dr. Manhattan is Superman.
He is. Good night, everybody.
Nerd Rage Renegades.